Hello, and welcome to another update video about Link. Link is currently doing its pullback, quite a nice pullback in this wave 4. So the assumption that I made already a few days ago that wave 4 might have started with this break of the trend line initially seems to come true. It's however too short in duration to really be wave 4 yet. Okay, so it would need to show us that, see, the wave 2 took several weeks to play out. The wave 4 is only, let's say, a few days old so far. It probably needs a little bit more time to develop. And if we are just watching here again this structure that we're tracking primarily, then we need to understand that in the primary scenario at the moment, which is still very fragile, okay? I have to highlight that all the time. It is a very fragile structure, given that we only have 3 waves up. So the high probability setup will follow after we've had 5 waves up and 3 waves down. Basically, we had a setup here, yeah, but this was a long-term setup, you could say, where the price spent quite a lot of time to dance on our long-term support area there. And if we now look at this structure, we can say that the next best setup we've got is here. The orange support area, which is relevant as a wave 4 pullback, which could then lead us into a wave 5. Yeah? And only after that we have some confirmation that really a lasting low has been established, because then we have 5 waves up and can say, okay, it's a reasonable time frame. We are now watching for the 3-wave pullback, and then the rally can take us to, I don't know, $80, $90, $100 if it follows through. Until then, yeah, the orange box is a low quality setup. You could say it's because it can easily break. If it breaks, what could it mean? I mean, if it breaks, we only, to be honest, have 3 waves up. So what would be the next best option if it breaks below $9? And I've got $9.75 as 50% retracement level, so quite a relevant level. But below $9.50, we are breaking back into the previous range. So that would, I think that is the main level to use. Below $9.50, it's possible that this move up was then just an A wave. You know? The move down, an A, B, C in wave B. So it would allow for a deeper pullback. But my view is that it will get much more difficult for Link to continue, let's say, a bullish run, should it break into that range in which it was caught for more than a year. So I think it's just not very desirable without another without evidence that something bullish is going on to let's say assume anything bullish if we break back into the range. Hope that makes sense. So we would then have 5 waves up from there, or it will reset wave 4 lower, yeah, and possibly trigger the $3 level. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. First of all, we need to understand if the $9.50 level is holding. Okay, so we're observing these FIBs and we're observing the structures. And let's zoom in. We are working on our primary count here at the moment. Within the primary count, we have an A wave down, the B wave, and this could be the C wave, which is unfolding now. If this is really wave 4, this might only be a larger A wave, which should then result in a larger B wave, and then a C wave down, yeah, or could even unfold as a triangle. There are multiple options, but I cannot confirm a triangle until I have at least 3 waves. So at the moment, this is only a larger A wave. That would be my assumption. Pay attention to the $12.88 level as next support. Below that, we've got $11.80 and then $11. And if we look at the microstructure, if we calculate a target for wave C, then we would be watching typically the 1-to-1 ratio or 100% extension level. Let's see where that would land. That would be at $11.50 and the 1.618 extension at $11. So these are going to be key levels here for the current decline. Yeah, these are the FIB levels to watch. Extension levels. Even the 78.6 extension might be relevant, but it's more like between the 100% extension and the 161.8 extension. These are really the key, let's say, target projections for a wave C within, in this case, an A wave. Are other interpretations possible? Well, yes. I mean, if this forms a larger 5-wave move down, then this could still be an A wave, but it would have to come down quite low. So at the moment, I'm just watching primarily for a C wave. The C wave itself would be a 5-wave move, and ideally it's landing in the white box. And from there, we should see a reversal and ideally a corrective rally, which would then again be a B wave, which would also be an ABC. So A, B, C in circle wave B. Basically, bit hard to see. Let me shift those numbers to the left, at least to give you an idea of the structure. Yeah, so then we could see after having that ABC structure, just want to make sure you see the lines a bit. Then we get a corrective rally, which would also be very choppy, especially the B wave, because it's the correction within a correction. And it has another B wave within it. And B waves are the most difficult waves to trade, okay? Yeah, and then the C wave down eventually should be a 5-wave move. That's what the ideal structure would be. Of course, a break above the most recent high, which was here at $16.53 roughly, yeah, would take us to the next resistance level at 18.20. And I would have to assume that we are probably still in a 3rd wave extension. Yeah, there is not much more to add. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. There's additional content there every single day. You will find the links in the description. Just make sure you follow the right profiles. And yeah, there's additional content about technical analysis, elite wave trading, trading psychology, some signals, updates that we also send to our gold members, but obviously with a much higher frequency. So you find a few of them on Twitter or X, how they call it now. So yeah, you might wanna check that out. Yeah, thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye-bye.